Hello, and welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 27. Foehamner is not here. Not sure what he's doing. I think with family, maybe?
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, and yours is a bit later, right, in Canada?
Actually, ours was before. It was in October.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. So we can talk behind his back, so.
Okay.
Screw that faux guy.
The American tyrant is not here. Nathan and John is with me. So yeah, how is your week?
That's alright. Not bad.
When is Thanksgiving in Canada?
It's October 10th.
Oh, it's past. Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, mine was like a long time ago.
Oh. And does the UK have one?
No. You do as well. Thanksgiving is right.
It's a North American thing, yeah, I know.
Well, it's
with a reindeer and
the Indians and
celebrating killing the Indians or something. I know.
Essentially, yeah.
Essentially,
they don't like to tell that in school, but yeah, essentially that's what we celebrate.
But Canada, they eat different stuff, right?
No, it's pretty much the same generic stuff, like
just
turkey and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes people have ham instead, or both, or whatever. Have at you.
So yeah, how was your weeks, guys?
So alright, not bad.
What did you do?
I played a few more games than I usually do, actually. So it's still been CS:GO quite a lot because practice.
Are you getting up there in rank?
I've been playing the SEA, so you don't technically have a rank, but I'm going back to matchmaking in a couple of days, so I'm hoping to get global in next week or two. But I've also been playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Beta, right?
Is open beta. I actually I kind of like it. It's weird. It feels a lot like CS:GO. Like it wants to be CS:GO quite a lot, but it just doesn't quite. Because the whole premise is if you just play the multiplayer, it's 5v5. One team defends a bomb, and one team has to defuse it. So it's literally CS:GO. But they had all this bullshit in, like barricading doors, but it's Rainbow Six, so I didn't really expect. I mean, it was kind of fun, I guess. But
I'm gonna play that a bit more. Jordan, are you in the beta?
No, I'm not in the beta. The last Rainbow Six
you will be. You will be in the beta. Anyone can go on the beta.
Yeah, anyone can get in actually.
Oh, okay. No, I thought
you can just try it out.
Sweet.
You can play it through Steam, but you need the Uplay for that.
Okay.
So I tried it out. It was okay actually.
Yeah, but the problem
I needed to update my graphics drivers though. It was giving me the weird. It was something weird happening.
The problem is once you've played CS:GO, which is by far the best competitive FPS ever made, all the rest just kind of fall away, and you just kind of lose interest in them. That's why I can't play COD anymore, because it seems so quaint.
Is Rainbow Six supposed to be competitive?
Well, the beta is only multiplayer, so I can't. Maybe not tournament competitive, but at least the beta's multiplayer only. So that stinks of competitive to me. And there's a big ranked button. So every game has
there's a rank?
Yeah, there's rank. You can play ranked.
I don't know. When I think of Rainbow Six, it seems like it'd be a competitive, strategic team building kind of thing.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it is very strategic, but again, it just like Call of Duty, Battlefield, all them. They pale in comparison to games like CS:GO and stuff. So, but I also played. I was speaking about this the other day. Dream 4 Chapters. Dream 4 Chapters is...
That's a new one, is it?
The newest one. I put off playing it because I wanted to wait until all 5 chapters were out, but I got bored of waiting, so I bought it anyway and played the first 3 episodes. It is by far my favourite game of all time.
Really?
No other game comes close. The Longest Journey is the first game in the series, is the only game that comes close to being as good as that one. It is absolutely phenomenal.
What you like about it?
The story. It's basically like, do you know like Telltale games? There's not much gameplay to it.
Yeah.
It's basically like that. The story is, and I'm going to say this with a straight face, is the best told story in a video game ever.
But you need to play the first few games, right, to get it? Do you?
Not really. You used to have to when the first episode came out, but when you buy the game now, there's a button on the main menu called Story Recap, and it shows you a 3 or 4 minute video that sums up the previous game for you, so you don't necessarily have to play it. I mean, it's always helpful to play it because there are some references that might slip through the cracks, but the Story Recap is good enough for you to have a good idea of what happened. But
that's interesting they do that.
What?
I think it's interesting how they actually recap something for you don't actually have to play.
Well, they put it in because everyone was bitching. This is what I was just about to say. I read a review on IGN. I should stop doing it because I hate reading IGN. But I was interested to see what publications gave scores to games that weren't AAA. And surprisingly, it only got 6s and 7s because there aren't any explosions and guns and... So of course it's not going to get. I mean, games. I think Game Rankings gave it an 8, an 8.5 or something like that, which is fairly good for an adventure games now. An adventure game nowadays on a top rating site. But I was reading the IGN review and it was like, oh, it's not very easy for newcomers. This was when the first episode came out because there was no story recap at that point. There was like, oh, it's not very good for newcomers. Anyone who hasn't played the other games will be lost. Go and fucking play the other game then. It's a sequel for a reason. You shouldn't have to fucking adapt your game for people who can't be bothered to go and play the one before. If you want to know what happened, go and play it or watch an LP. Don't fucking bitch that you don't get introduced well enough. Fuck him. Really, that really annoys me. No,
this is game number what?
Game number 3. So number 1, you don't actually really have to know much about at all. You only really have to play Dreamfall to get a really good idea of what happened. It is always nice to play The Longest Journey, but you don't necessarily need to. Because you don't even play as the main character from The Longest Journey in this one. So, but no, it is a sensational game. I'm really annoyed that they had a few problems with porting it to the Unity 5 engine because they had to get the game released on PS4. So the production for episode 4 has been put on hold. But the porting just finished a week ago, so hopefully in the next month or so we'll get the next episode. But I seriously advise anyone to watch an LP or go and play it. It's only like £10 on Steam, which is like $15. It is absolutely incredible.
So you recorded this with 4, did you?
No. Oh. Me and Foe did 2 episodes of The Longest Journey.
Yeah.
But it was too exposition heavy to even do.
Make something out of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to make that stuff entertaining when it's just dialogue thrown at your face for half an hour at a time. But,
it's like a visual novel almost.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a game. You can't play an LP of The Longest Journey. You have to play it by yourself. If you're doing an LP of it, you can't do an entertaining LP. You have to do it purely for the
play.
Does it have it have voice acting?
Oh yeah. The voice acting in this game is great because a big change is that you play the same girl that you played in the second game, Dreamfall, but they've changed voice actors for the girl. And they actually do this really cool thing, actually. At the end of the first game, she goes into a coma. Not a big spoiler. You see at the start of the game as well. She goes into a coma. And in the second game, they reference it by saying, since you came out of the coma, your voice is a bit different. I really liked how they did that. And
having voice acting doesn't help to make LPs.
I mean, there's a lot in between.
If it's silent, you can read it out as a character of your own.
You can have subtitles as well. I mean, it's not a big problem. Yeah. It's just the fact that it's a completely story-driven game. So dialogue is like hot. If you didn't skip any of the dialogue, each conversation would take 10 to 20 minutes to listen to. It's pure story, which I like. But if you're going to do an LP of that game, you have to do just to inform people. Do you know people who don't want to play the game? They just want to know what it is. That's the kind of LP you have to do of that game. You can't try and be funny. You can't try and do anything like that because there's just not enough time to do it.
I'm making an LP of read-only memories, which is more like a visual novel, but it doesn't have voice acting. So I tend to, make my own voices, so it helps a bit.
That's much better.
Yeah.
But the voice acting is incredible in the game. Zoe, especially the main character, she's changed from, she used to have an American accent, and now she's a British girl. She's got a British accent. And one thing that The Longest Journey has always been known for is the use of language in it. It's got profanity plastered all over the game. Every character. And I like that, because seriously, what kind of fucknut doesn't use profanity nowadays? Everyone uses profanity. It's just part of the language now, isn't it? So it's nice to see this game like just fire out fucks left and right. And it's she says this really cool thing. Being a British guy, I can appreciate some British profanity. She says that she calls someone a tosser at the start of the game, which I'm not sure you two will know what that means. But she was like, "Oh, you fucking tosser." I was like, British. But the voice acting's really fucking good. A couple of the minor characters have really poor and amateurish voice acting, to be fair. But it's an independent studio, so it's to be expected. But the main characters are fucking great.
So the first game is The Longest Journey. Second game is Dreamfall: The Longest Journey. And this one is Dreamfall Chapters: The Longest Journey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favourite franchise of all time, by far. If you ever get a chance to go and play them, I definitely advise it. It is, if you like story-driven games, there's no other game's going to compete with it. It's so good. If you go on Google and type in best adventure games of all time, The Longest Journey will be listed in the top 10 on most people's lists. It's great. I love it. But now I have to wait for the 4th episode, so fucking... And they left up really good.
So the ending needs a 4th episode, is that what you're saying?
Oh, there's 5. There's 5 coming out.
Oh.
There's only 3 out at the minute. But the 3rd one ended really well. But that came out in like June.
Now you gotta wait.
Yeah. Well, the game came out in November last year, and there's only 3 episodes out in a year. So they're taking the fucking time with it. But it looks beautiful. To say they only have 10 people working on the game, it's absolutely incredible. The visuals are great. The voice acting's good. The story is as expertly told as ever. But yeah, I played that over the past couple of days because, surprisingly, the first 2 episodes took me 12 hours. So the first 2 episodes took more than most episodic seasons of games, which surprised me a lot. So it's a good length. So I like that. But yeah, that, Siege, and CSGO, I think that's about it. Because Foe's been doing Thanksgiving stuff, so we haven't had a chance to play any more Monkey Island yet, which saddens me a lot. Because I can't wait to get back to playing Monkey Island. Oh, so good. Yeah, man.
So what else did you play?
I think that's it. I think so. Yep.
So Jordan, did you get back your internet to play FF14?
Yeah, but I actually took some time, and I'm a hypocrite. Okay, I'm gonna admit that here right now.
Why?
I bought fucking Fallout 4 for my console.
Wait, didn't you say you wanted to buy for your PC?
I did, but I was like, you know what? I just really want it on my console. I know there's been so much bad, and flack about it. I have so many PC games that I need to give some love to my consoles. So
Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
And
you know what? I've only had one issue. Actually, kind of like 2, but I think the second issue was just a Bethesda bug. The first one was I went out somewhere and it lagged pretty hard. And the second issue was I jumped in something and I got stuck. And I was so pissed off I got stuck because I was like, I just killed everything and beat this mission. I am not starting over. So I was literally sitting there for 15 minutes and hit the jump button, crouching. So I gotta find a way to get out of here. And I finally got out and I saved it.
That happened to me as well. I was in a subway and there was a load of burnt cars, exploded cars. I jumped onto a car to so that things couldn't get at me because they were zombies. And I slipped down the side of it and I couldn't get out. I couldn't jump. I couldn't do anything. I was like, oh no. This is bullshit.
Like, no, I'm not starting over, man. Like, I will find a way to get out of here. So
after 10 minutes of jumping, I was like, I'm gonna have to restart. Oh no, this is what's gonna have to happen. But I've heard about the FPS stuff. They've tried to port it to. They've tried to make it 1080p, but
that's the problem.
It only runs on 30 FPS. They've put it on the 30 FPS cap. So
they should have just made it 900.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. That the problem is with making a 30. A lot of people don't realize why people moan about 30 FPS caps a lot. The thing you've got to understand is that if you make a 60 FPS cap and it lags a bit, it only goes down to 40 or 50 FPS.
Yeah.
If you've capped it at 30 and it lags, it goes to 20 and 15, which is unplayable at times.
Even at 12.
That's the problem. Like, yeah, that's the problem. It's because it already starts at such a low FPS. If there's any kind of disparity in the frames, it looks like shit.
And we all know the game isn't graphically demanding. It's not ported properly.
It does look good though.
No, I love the art direction. Like with the game, like they could have done like the same thing they did with let's just say Skyrim, their last game. And kind of gone more for the realism kind of thing. But I feel like this has more of a, I don't know, it's kind of a watercolor, kind of brighter.
It has a bit of colour back in its cheeks, I'll say.
It does. Yeah, it's just a lot more, it feels more cartoonish than realistic.
Yes, because as much as I liked Fallout 3, the biggest problem I had with it is it was just so depressing.
I know, and that's why I asked you if there was any color, because I was like, Fallout 3, like, I hate to say this, like, especially when you first start in a game, if you first start a game and all you see is like the same 3 colors, are you really motivated to still play that game?
Well, that's basically every AAA shooter in the past 5 years. It's always sewers or industrial factories or brown and grey.
Yeah.
And, oh, God. When did that become the norm? That brown and grey were the go-to colours for AAA games? Jesus Christ.
That's why I kind of miss...
I wonder if there's a reason for that. Is it easier to render or something? Easier to...
I wouldn't be surprised.
And it's easier to program as well because you don't have to put as much detail into everything.
Yeah.
I think for certain games it makes sense. Like Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, where it is a fucking grim and you do play in the subway sewers. Yeah.
The steampunk,
it makes sense contextually.
Yeah, for steampunk, like Bioshock. Bioshock was very dreary and very... kind of,
but it had color.
Yeah,
like, you know,
no,
like
it did.
It
does have. But it had color if you interpret it that way. But looking at face value, it was very bleak because everything was the same. But it's just because of the nature of the game. It was meant to be kind of horror-y, and that added to.
What bothered me about Fallout 3 was, and I don't know if I'm just stupid and didn't really notice, but in Fallout 3 and 4, you see a blue sky a lot more. In Fallout 4. Remember in Fallout 3 it was mainly gray?
It just seemed bleak and depressing.
It's nice to see like kind of like color and life and nature in Fallout 4 instead of just buildings everywhere.
Yeah, like this shows like this is a perfect example of what shows Fallout 3. Fallout 3 had the Oasis, which was obviously a direct contrast to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That's the sign. The fact that they had to build a specific part of the map that had some colour in it to make you feel like you weren't walking around in a complete fucking shithole for the entire game. I mean, I understand it's nuclear war, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, like you said, that's the thing with especially shooter games. They're pretty much the same color scheme. That's why I kind of miss, like, the World War II first-person shooters, because they actually had a lot of levels with variety.
And that's why I miss adventure games, because adventure games are never that dull. Adventure games are colour, colour, colour. You know? Like, for what, let's take fucking Monkey Island, for example. Fucking, see the colour? Fucking, it's so lively. And then you play Call of Duty and everything's grey and brown and shit. But I have heard Black Ops 3 is pretty good, in fairness. So I'm not going to do too much slagging off of Call of Duty.
Yeah,
did you play that one?
I've heard good things about it.
No, I haven't played.
Oh.
No,
I haven't played it either.
I'm done.
But you did
with
say it's pretty good.
No, I've heard it's pretty good. I'm done with buying Call of Duty. Have lost my service. I'm done. I'm not doing it.
And also, Call of Duty never really go it doesn't get heavy discounts like other games.
No, it doesn't.
The most I've seen is 50% on Steam.
Really, I've never seen 50% on Steam.
I've seen that, but the game
You only see 50% like during
Maybe
these times, Black Friday, winter sales.
Yeah.
Maybe 50% on World at War.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
But not any recent games. Not any recent games. They choose the fourth game backwards and then discount that one.
Yeah.
And then all the rest of them are full price. I've heard Black Ops 3 is pretty good, but I've only heard the Black Ops 3 multiplayer is good. I've heard the single player is still as shit as always. So what are you going to do?
Anything much about single player in Call of Duty.
But I hate that. When did that happen? When did that happen?
I'm surprised they even put a budget in the single player anymore.
When did people stop caring about good told stories and
I don't know.
ripping out? Oh, I'm
Maybe they just think an FPS game doesn't need a story that much. I don't know. I like story though, so
yeah. I mean, it's it's just the current AAA market, though, isn't it? I mean, there's no use fucking bitching about it.
I mean, let's be honest. If people wanted to buy Call of Duty just multiplayer pack by itself instead of single player with it, I'm sure people would definitely do it.
Probably because that's all the people ever play anymore.
Yeah.
I know people.
Fine. I mean, to each their own, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to play the multiplayer, go ahead. But I know people that have bought this Black Ops 3 and not even played the single player, which is baffling to me. That confuses me. If I buy a game with a single player, I'm playing the single player. The multiplayer is a bonus in my eyes. It's not the main crux of the game unless it's stated so.
That's just how gaming is now. It's all about multiplayer, mainly.
I mean, I don't mind.
Besides that, I mean...
What else did you play?
Fallout 4. I played a little bit more Star Wars, just here and there. It's fun.
The Old Republic.
Battlefront?
Yeah.
Oh, Battlefront.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought Battlefront?
I bought Battlefront a while ago. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet. I played it.
Console or PC?
Xbox One.
Okay.
Oh, God. Did you watch the Twitch opening thing for Battlefront? It was actually pretty good.
No, I didn't see that.
They had like a tournament on, so they got a load of famous Twitch
streamers.
Okay,
I saw the promos for that, yeah.
I only know about it because Summit1G, my favorite streamer.
Yeah, I watch him too.
He finished third place, I think.
Okay.
He finished first in the first two rounds, and then he lost the third one. But it was actually pretty good. They had like the first one where what did they do in the first one? Oh, they had to clear waves. It was like a horde mode.
The horde mode. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then so the last person to finish it, they all start at the same time. And the last person to finish it gets kicked out. And then they did the land speed races.
Something just went off with your mic.
My mic?
I don't know. Just went really soft for some reason.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What are they called? The speed bikes. The old monorbike. How have I forgot the name of this?
Speeder bikes? Isn't that what they are? I'm pretty sure they're called speeder bikes.
I think they're called land speeders.
Land speeders, right?
Yeah, land speeders.
Yeah, those. They had like the land speeder races, which were pretty cool. And then they had like the hero battles at the end. But for the most part, it was actually pretty cool. I love seeing Summit1G play.
Yeah.
You know, like
he's fun. Yeah.
I love Summit. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. But the game itself, it's fun, but they fucked up heroes pretty bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, they just don't feel like they did.
No, I don't care if they're OP. It's just always the same asshole who gets them all the time. Remember in Battlefront 1 and 2?
How do you become a freaking...
you gotta collect
Is it random or...
No, you get these little coins on the ground.
Yeah.
That's how
it's a
you
pickup.
do anything.
Yeah,
it's a pickup. The same as
so the
ATS,
heroes is fucking hell. I thought it was like given to like the best player or,
that's what
randomly.
It used to be. That's what it used to be. That made sense. Or no, in fact, I always thought it should be given to the person not doing so well. Give them a chance to catch back up.
Or
that would actually
given it randomly at the same time.
Yeah, I think everyone should just go through the whole round, at least getting the
Yeah,
hero
like
class.
give
so
it
it's
randomly
fun.
to everyone, and at the same time, both sides will get the heroes at the same
Because
time.
you're
So it's
getting
like-
like the same 3 guys, and they're just camping the items until they spawn.
And I
then
heard,
they
I
just
heard,
become
I heard
heroes.
the spawning is kind of stupid.
Yeah,
you can actually camp spawn points, right?
I spawned right into a place, and right in front of me was a rebel, and I just killed him, obviously, because I mean, how is he supposed to react? But I was like, that was stupid. Yeah, the spawning's kind of terrible. Wasn't it in the old one, in the old Battlefront games, where you can choose your spawn point? This one, you don't.
You could, well, you can on this. Well, you can and you can't. So you can either do a random spawn, or you can spawn next to one of your partners.
Yeah, partner spawn. But let's be honest,
the old,
like,
on the old one,
on the
old one, you used to be able to spawn next to your partners, but you also
like,
you had them nodes, didn't you?
Yeah, you had like little nodes, and whichever one you had captured, you can spawn there or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is just like, here, spawn by yourself, or have some guy spawn with you, and then the guy who spawns with you just runs away anyway. So it's like, okay,
it's basically just convenience sake at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, but besides that, I think the game's pretty good. Like, the graphics. I like the sound. I like the sound of music in that game.
Oh yeah,
you cannot go wrong. If they fuck up Star Wars sound, they just have to copy and paste. What the fuck?
Exactly. Well, yeah, but it's just like when you have the surround sound going. I think my favorite thing is the flight battles. Oh, that's so much fun. Just flying around in your like TIE fighter and chasing against people, and that's fun. I think that was my most favorite thing. Except there's no space battle, which is fucking stupid.
I didn't like them on the old ones. I hated the space battles on the old ones.
I liked the space battles.
They just seemed kind of token. I didn't really like them.
I thought they were okay. But besides that, I mean, played Star Wars. Undertale, yeah. I'm actually doing a pacifist run.
How many runs have you done so far?
I've only done actually 2 complete. The first one was not knowing anything about the game, so it was a neutral run, I guess you can say.
Okay.
I've done 1 pacifist run, and I attempted the genocide, but I gave up.
Why?
Yeah, the genocide run is easy to an extent, and then if people are listening and they've played the genocide run, they know what I'm talking about. I was not determined to finish it. So
was it
I'm going to try it again.
Emotionally heavy, or?
No, it was like one of those boss fights where you gotta be fucking godlike to beat.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that, except Undertale style. But yeah, I'm recording some of that for when we do the review for the game.
Nice.
And
no spoilers, please. I still want to play that shit.
It's a great game. And what else is I gonna play? I bought Tomb Raider, but I haven't played that yet.
The new
Xbox One. Yeah.
You know it's been doing really badly, right?
I got mine for $50, so
because of the exclusivity on Xbox One.
Whatever. I watched the videos, and the amount of work that they put into that game looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's just that it's not doing so well. Sales-wise.
Sales-wise, probably not.
It's only temporarily exclusive.
Yeah, it's a timed exclusive.
Yeah,
I'm not sure when it's coming to
everybody
else.
Probably a year or 6 months, something like that.
No, I think it's only a couple of months.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
It'll happen the same thing with... well, people are still not sure about what's going to happen with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I would assume by Square Enix's track record now, they're not going to be retarded and do exclusives.
Oh, so it turns out that not only does the Xbox One have a timed exclusive, but then the PC has a timed exclusive for the game before the PS4. So it's come out in November for the Xbox One and Xbox 360. It comes out Q1 for PC, and then it doesn't come out until Q4 for PS4.
Really?
Well, it's Microsoft, isn't it? So no wonder it's coming out on the PC. If they've got exclusive to it,
well, yeah.
It makes sense that. But it doesn't make sense that they release it on the Xbox One and not on. Again, why would you release it on the Xbox One and not on the PC? That makes utterly no sense.
Sales.
But that doesn't.
It doesn't make sense because it's time. People doesn't need to. You don't need to buy an Xbox One to play it. Just wait for the game to come out.
It's not just that. It's that Microsoft are under the assumption that if you release a game only on the Xbox, people are going to go and buy Xboxes to play it. That's not how it works. If people want a game but they don't own the console, they're probably just never going to play the game.
So you're saying that Final Fantasy VII Remake is not going to make, especially other owners of other consoles, buy a PS4 for just that game?
Unless there's a massive difference. But let's just make something straight. There's a massive difference between Rise of the Tomb Raider and a Final Fantasy VII Remake. There are very few games on this earth that will make a person go and buy a whole new console to play. And I don't even think many people will buy a whole new console to play Final Fantasy VII, to be honest with you. It's a lot of money to put into one game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money to put into one game. It's £300-400 for a game, you know? And then they're like, oh yeah, we'll make it exclusive to blah 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 console because it'll increase the sales of consoles. Maybe so, but if you released on every console and PC as well, the sales that you get for everything will far surpass that of the extra consoles that they'll buy. This facade that you're going to make tons more money for exclusivity just makes no sense to me.
I just wish the exclusive thing would just die.
Yeah, definitely. It's stupid.
It's such an inconvenience.
I'm actually doing a bit of research for... I'm hoping to get this video out, but I'm not sure how to do it yet. But I'm doing a bit of research on like last gen and this gen exclusivity. I'm starting with the PlayStations, and last gen had way more exclusives than this gen actually.
Yeah, because this gen, no one can afford to do that as much anymore. They need to sell their games now, especially.
So I'm not sure what's the point of me buying a PS4 then.
There's none. There's literally none. That's the big problem when the consoles first came out.
Yeah, my PS3, I had over 40 games I had played, and most of them were exclusives. But the PS4, what? Am I supposed to get 10? I don't feel that it's gonna be value for my money.
It's no,
and that's why I'm looking at Nintendo, because they're all exclusives.
That's why that's the biggest argument that came out. The problem is with exclusivities might be bad. But the problem with not a lot of exclusives on a console is that if you don't support backwards compatibility on that console, more people aren't going to buy it. Because why would you buy a console just to play 2 or 3 games? It just doesn't make sense to do that.
If Nintendo, if you, how do I say this? Nintendo is, as a company, is pretty backwards a lot of times, but even they have backwards compatibility.
Yeah, because because it's stupid to not have backwards compatibility.
I still think the backwards compatibility bullshit was because they still want to sell their PS3s and Xbox 360s as much as they can.
That's definitely why. You know, if you have games that you want to play that are on PS3 that don't come out on PS4, well, you get to fuck off essentially, because unless you buy a PS3, you're not going to be able to play them. And I'm done moaning about it, to be honest with you, because what's the fucking point at this point? It's not going to change. Sony don't give a fuck what I think, so.
But pretty much, like, with all those games, that's all I played. This week's been pretty slow. Tired, lazy. Just next week's my last week of work, and then I'm on vacation
for the entire
30
month?
days.
Nice.
So I'm excited for that.
So
30 days.
Yeah.
I played a game called The Deed. It's
The D?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, The Deed.
Oh, the D.
As in
like
a whale kind of deed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a deed, like a thing you do, I guess. It means 2 different things, because you have to. It's sort of like it's a game where you're supposed to play multiple times, and it's a choose your own adventure game.
Okay.
And you're a son of this rich guy, and you found out that your dad, you have a lot of family issues, and you found out that your dad is gonna cut you out of the will, so you want to go there and kill your sister. It's like really low end graphics. Each playthrough will probably take you about 15 minutes maybe, but it's actually pretty good. I really recommend that, and it's really cheap. It's let me see, how much is it. It's 50 cents right now.
Holy
Oh.
crap! That is
It's
cheap.
50% off, so normal price is $1.
That's
So,
not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's actually pretty good. So how you play it is there's like a few stages. So the first stage is you have to go around finding 2 items, either evidence or a weapon to kill. So you can only take 2 items. Once you take those 2 items, the next stage will start, which is dinner time. And after dinner, you have to do the deed. So during doing the deed, you have to put the evidence somewhere to implicate someone and kill your sister. And after that, your sister will be found and an investigator will be, investigating. So my first playthrough, I got caught. My second playthrough, I didn't get caught, but because there was not enough suspicion to warrant anybody's arrest, the father gave his money away to charity. Fucking hell. I really wanted that money. So I killed my sister for nothing. So I tried to implicate the maid, but yeah, it didn't work. So it's actually
Sounds
pretty good. I'm
interesting.
probably gonna go through the thing a few more times just to see what other options I have. It's a really good game. I've played. I actually started The Witcher 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you
And-
got it.
Yeah, so The Witcher 3, how do I feel about it? It started off a bit slow. I think the first 1 hour was me trying to come up with the best graphics options. Right, maybe the first half an hour. Because my PC isn't like the most powerful thing. So I just wanted to get it up to like 50 frames per second at least. So, but I really like the world building in that. I didn't skip any dialogue. I usually skip dialogues. So the 2 games I never skip dialogue is this one so far and Dragon Age Origins. It's the 2 games I've never skipped any of the dialogue. I just let the characters, go through the motions and everything. So I really like it, but I've only played 5 hours, so I can't say much of it. I played a bit more Galaxy. That one's really fucking hard. I keep dying, so
Yeah, looks pretty hard actually.
yeah. And I wanted to ask you guys about this. There's a game called Eternal Senia. It's like a very simple JRPG kind of game.
Okay.
Alright.
It's free. It's free to play. But there is an option where you can donate to the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an external link. It's not a Steam link. How do you guys feel about that?
Absolutely fine. Got no problem with that.
Why is it an external link?
I don't think Steam has any.
No, Steam doesn't have a donate policy.
Yeah.
No,
I
think-
have no problem.
yeah, I think that's fine.
I'm part of a community. I'm a Twitch streamer. If I'm gonna, let's say I do get big in streaming, I will be living off donations. So of course I don't have any fucking problem with it. Donations are. I've never had a problem with donations because it's in the.
I'm not talking about donations as a whole. I'm talking about putting your game on a for-profit platform and none of the money going to that platform. You get what I mean? Because the donations because Steam don't get a cut of the donations.
So
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The-
So Steve's not getting any money out of it.
Yeah.
Well, they allowed it to be on there, so that's their own fault.
I'm not sure how they got
They
on
should
there
know that.
actually. Maybe Steam greenlight.
that's Steam's
I'm
fault.
not
If
sure.
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, Steam severely overhype how much money they deserve from the games that they host. I mean, they're hosting games, cool, but that's all they're doing. They don't develop any of the games. They don't do any shit like that. So if the guy wants to put up his own donation, it'd be no different from him creating a game and then putting up a patron. That's basically what he's doing.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no problem with that. And
I
if
think that's
Steam want to
okay.
bitch, then let bitch, yeah. Whatever. Just-
What else did I play? Nothing much. It's
It's
been
been
a
a slow
fucking
week
slow
for all of us.
Yeah.
In
Didn't have
fact,
the
in
time
fact
to play
time of
anything.
year.
There's always
I'm the only person who's played more than they usually do.
Yeah.
Usually I only play one game and I've played 3. That's a fucking world record for me.
It's a freaking. So it's all because of fucking work. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Working, it's that time of year where you're more busy because of Christmas and all that stuff.
For some fucking reason, So like I told you guys already, so I create websites, right? For some fucking reason, everybody wants a website at the end of the year. It's like the marketing team, they see extra budget and they're like, oh, okay, let's get a website.
Probably.
And then they want it like the next day. Like, what the fuck? Fuck you.
Good luck.
Oh,
Good luck with
are
that
you
shit.
are you a freelance developer or?
I don't know. I work for a company.
Oh, I used to be a freelance developer. The amount you could charge for freelance web development is fucking
Ridiculous.
it's criminal how much you can charge.
It can be.
I was an amateur web designer, so I didn't charge very much. I charged like £40 an hour for websites that only took 3 or 4 hours. But my friend used to work.
What do you use?
I used to use I used to code in Notepad.
Oh, HTML.
Yeah.
No, like what do you use to create the websites? PHP or
PHP.
Oh.
I used to code PHP in Notepad Plus. But I dabble with JavaScript here and there, but not much. But my friend who works for Games Workshop, he used to be a freelance developer. He used to charge like £500 an hour, £1,000 an hour at times.
Yeah.
And companies were like, yeah, okay. If someone came up to me and went, I'll do this thing for you for £500 an hour, I'd be like, fuck off. £500 an hour? That's more than I make in a month. In an hour. Fucking hell. It's fucking criminal. They should be wearing a mask and a striped jumper.
why didn't you continue doing freelance and then
I
just
hated
upping
it.
your price?
I hated it.
Like it.
Money is good though.
I despised making websites. It was mundane, it was boring, it was tedious.
But at least you get to work from home and shit, right?
Doesn't interest me. If I'm miserable in a job, I'm not going to stay in it. I don't care how much money I make.
I'd say you need to find something you enjoy out of anything.
I'd rather earn minimum wage doing something that I love than become rich doing something I hate. I'd much rather.
Yeah.
No, I'm Chinese, so like we're the Jews of Asia, so we like money.
Well, let's be fair. Aren't you from Malaysia? I don't. You're not Chinese,
Yeah.
are you?
What?
Are you Chinese?
You realize Chinese are not in China only, right?
No, yeah, but I assumed you have some heritage from Malaysia.
Yeah, I'm quarter Malay, 3/4 Chinese.
Oh, right.
I'm
There
mixed.
you go then.
I'm a mixed breed. Yeah.
There we go. I'm Irish, so I just drink a lot. Well, I used to, not so much anymore.
So let's start off with what we want to talk about. There's a few things that happened.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first? I have one thing about feminism and SJWs.
I knew you were going to say that, and that's exactly what I was thinking.
Everybody knows this one, I think.
You guys can handle the big news. I'll handle some small items which I thought were pretty cool.
I think I have 2 pretty big ones and 1 pretty middle-ish. So I'm just gonna start with the SJW one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was Koei Tecmo on Facebook they announced somebody asked, is it coming to the US? And they said Dead or Alive Extreme 3. So Dead or Alive Extreme 3 is not the fighting game, it's the beach volleyball one. It's the beach volleyball spin-off.
Softcore porn.
Yeah, softcore porn. So they said it's not coming to the US. So the guy said, okay, why? So he said, so I'm not sure if I still have that. It's in broken English, but basically what they said was there was a lot of SJW and feminism happening around in the gaming industry for the past couple of years, and they're sick and tired of facing that bullshit, so they're just not gonna release it in the US.
Yeah, well, if you know, this is people's own fault. If they're gonna bitch and whine for years, they can't be mad that they've certainly turned around and gone, fuck you guys then. If you don't want it, I won't give it to you.
So this of course got a lot of flack, right? I don't think most women will be offended by this because they know it's just fantasy. But it's always a small splinter group that makes the most noise to make everybody in the feminism community look bad.
I don't think it's that they make the most noise. I think it's just because they say such outrageous things that it makes people listen to them.
And not only that, they have a lot of followers. Look at Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh, I hate Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate her.
That name is cancer.
She fucking made 400,000 last year.
Oh, utterly unbelievable. She is. I wouldn't mind so much if the person who was saying the kind of shit she said had more IQ points than limbs, but unfortunately for her, she doesn't.
Maybe she's so smart that she's actually just making money out of this.
She's either
she's a troll.
A genius.
She's
either a
she's
she's like Casey. She's one of two things. She's either Caseytron in the fact that she's so smart that she's become a massive troll, or she's genuinely a fucking idiot.
Stupid.
They're the only two options.
So that Dead or Alive Facebook post is already been taken down.
It's hardly a massive loss, though, is it? I mean,
yeah.
Well, no,
a lot of people,
not.
A lot of people are shouting censorship.
That's a good point. Yeah, technically it is censorship.
Technically,
but
I don't think. Okay, go ahead, Jordan. Sorry.
They already released the first two. What would make them stop now?
A lot of people say it's actually because it sells way less. So they're just not gonna waste
North
their
America,
time.
I could see that. Yeah.
And the reason why
But hold on. I've actually, unlike people who say sold way less and not actually do any research, I actually did the research. In Japan, it's overall this series sold 0.59 million. That's really low for like how many games already. But in Japan, out of that 0.59, it only sold 0.14. In the US, they sold more than twice that, 0.36. So
I stand corrected.
So the US is actually the biggest market. So that is not selling well here is not an actual excuse or a fact, actually.
People have also said that regarding to that post and all that news that's flacking around that, this is their way of advertising. So it could still clearly be coming to North America.
It's a really good way, though.
It's a really good way.
Everybody's talking about it.
In terms of why would this stop now, that's actually quite simple. Obviously, they have released the other two, but people have forgotten about them. It's really as simple as that. No one remembers the others. So as soon as they bring out another one, it's just another reason to let all those fucking dickheads bitch in it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all it is. So
do you know the continuation of this story? Do you guys know?
That's as far as I got before trying to tear my own eyes out.
It's regarding PlayAsia. I'm not sure if you guys...
Oh, the PlayAsia thing? Yeah.
So PlayAsia is this online retailer at... they operate mostly in Asia, and a lot of people buy games from there that are not localized.
Yeah.
So technically you import from PlayAsia, right?
Yeah.
But DOA X3 actually has an English version that they're selling. So they tweeted something out. They said, hashtag DOA X3 will not be coming to the US due to SJW nonsense. However, we will have the English Asia version available, then linked to the store. So everybody got pissed off. Wow. The SJWs got pissed off because they were called SJWs. Basically.
Well, that's what they are. Sorry, that's how it is.
Yeah, like if you're gonna act like a fucking feminist cockmongler, then you're gonna be called one. You get over it.
Why? Actually, why? Does it have negative connotations? SJW?
Yes.
What kind of negative?
Well, it's no. Well, it's the. Do you know when you call someone a feminazi? That's an SJW. It's just another way of calling.
Is it on a similar level?
It's the same thing. If you call someone social justice, it's a derogatory word. If someone's being kind, do you know it's used as a troll word now? Do you know if you're having an argument with your friend and he's saying something kind of feminist, and you go, "Oh, is someone a social justice warrior?" It's a way to make them look stupid because it's stupid.
Some terms that people use for men when they're like this, to call them white knights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, white knights is it's very similar to that.
But PlayAsia and Koei Tecmo did a really good job to like ride the waves, I guess.
Oh yeah, and that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe that's why they did this. I mean, it's kind of smart. We're talking about it right now.
There's so many people saying like, I'm not gonna buy from PlayAsia anymore. I'm not gonna buy from PlayAsia. I'm not gonna support them. Blah blah blah. I doubt you were buying anything in the first place.
They just said the truth.
I doubt you were buying anything in the first place, though.
Why? I don't understand why a product would change everything.
I don't understand why people were mad at PlayAsia. All they said was it was down to SJW nonsense, which it was. I don't see the the big deal. They said exactly what happened. People were being idiots. The game got pulled.
They have a right to sell it.
Story. They have a right to sell it wherever they fucking like. They made the game.
And there's way worse games than that to be. Oh, that would be more worrisome. But
and Dead or Alive Extreme 3 never pretended to be more than what it is.
No.
They know that it's a silly game.
Yeah. I mean, the fucking. Have you seen the animations on the tits? For God's sake, no one's tits move like that.
Exactly.
I watched a couple of videos of women talking about this entire thing, and even they said, "I'm pretty
funny.
sure I can find a lot of women not caring about this game, and only know it's fantasy." And some of them say whenever they play a game, they always like to choose like the hottest women characters, and they know that any man out there know that this is not real. So which is not real? It's a fucking game. It's fantasy.
It's a game.
It's
I mean, obviously, the sad thing is that the sad part is someone's playing that game jerking off. We all know that there's someone jerking off that game. That's a fact. Someone is playing Dead or Alive Extreme, wanking. That's the sad part. But if they want to do
whatever
that,
you want. Don't say it's a sad thing. Do whatever you want.
No,
It's the same as wanking off to hentai, I guess.
I don't think so.
Why
Buying
not?
a game for the specific purpose. Actually, yeah, you're probably right. I do apologize. It's just when you think about it, it's like where you could go on the internet, or I could buy a game. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I could buy a whole disc to play a game of unrealistic women. It's a bit weird.
Fighting gravity.
Yeah. And they're all on like water skis and playing beach volleyball. It's just
And there's like a lot of like posing and photo shoots. It's a fucking silly game.
Fan
It's a silly
service.
game.
Who cares?
I think it's just a massive satire of itself, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Probably.
I don't mind it. It's funny in the long run. I mean, if people want to play it, then let them. But I can understand why the developers might have got fed up.
So some of the things that was said towards PlayAsia, Kevin Van Ort, he used to be a writer from GameSpot, and he also like design games these days. So PlayAsia ensures I never buy anything from them again. A couple others, there's a Kotaku Luke Plunkett, how to lose friends and influence nobody, with a link to the tweet. And then there's one woman, her name is Carolyn McDowell. She used to write for IGN, and she also works for game companies. Her tweet that she retracted after that said, "I know many people with industry connections to PlayAsia who will be reassessing and examining their contracts/agreements shortly." Everybody thought it was a threat that she was gonna try to shut down PlayAsia because she knows people. But what she actually meant was, she knows that there are people who have connection with PlayAsia who then will be reassessing. She's not threatening them, she said.
Well, I assumed that she wasn't anyway. It sounded like she just meant that people wouldn't be very happy.
Yeah.
But why though? It's a tweet and it's true. The reason for it is because of SJW nonsense. That's why the game isn't released. Why is everyone getting so mad about them making an offhanded remark about something that actually happened?
The thing is, when it comes to this kind of nonsense, when you're on the other side, when you're not straight away on the side of the feminists and the SJWs, they assume that you're against them, that you hate women, that you want them to only make sandwiches in the kitchen and shit.
Yeah, because they're stupid.
They are fucking retarded. So I'm not saying they're not, but that is why a lot of people, you guys get what I mean.
Yeah, but I still don't understand. I get it. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
I'm so mad at PlayAsia for telling the truth in a tweet. I must write stuff on the internet because that'll do stuff. Fuck off. Kill yourself. No, it won't. Who cares? The fact of the matter is that they made a game that's fairly satirical in nature. It must be. It must be. There's no way that's a serious game. It's a satirical game by nature, and the reason they don't want to release it in America is because feminists are fucking feminazis, I'll say, are retarded, and they picket games like this that objectify women, blah, blah, who cares, and they just got sick of the bullshit. That's essentially what happened. So I don't get why everyone's being pissy about it.
Just love to see the same reaction if they made that kind of game, but all just dudes in skimpy friggin' bathing suits and them doing all. You think that stuff would be happening right now? No, it's always
and the thing is, feminazis assume that. Do you know if I've heard this argument many times talking, because I've talked to a few feminazis in the past, and they say that but if the shoe was on the other foot,
how are you still alive?
I know, right? They always say if the shoe was on the other foot and they made a game with naked men, you'd be feeling the same way I would. No, I fucking wouldn't. I wouldn't care.
Number one, there are games like that. There are games that sexually objectify men. That sexual objectification is not exclusive to women. What the fuck?
And I don't care.
Both sides.
So are you telling me? So basically, what they're saying is, big boobs and slender waists are not realistic, but 6-pack abs are. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that's why
I have a 1-pack
there
ab.
is a slight difference in the fact that you can't, apart from with surgery, you can't manufacture big breasts. You can actually.
Not all men can get that, even with the same amount of work.
But
It's different. Everybody's body is different.
Most people can get a good physique.
But it is still putting out an image that is not that realistic. Seriously.
Yeah. So I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying it's tiny bit.
I just watched a video last night of, it's a Bollywood movie, right? Of a bunch of muscle men fighting each other. I was like, yeah, it was just a funny thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You know what?
It's fucking funny.
The funniest, and it kind of made me jerk my head because I saw this comment about the SJWs, and the guy's like, SJWs equals ISIS of internet. Because they're friggin' controlling censorship. It's true.
Not far off.
Censorship doesn't everyone has freedom of speech when it comes to video games. Why is it always the same thing over and over? It's always about women being objectified. Blah, blah. It's so tiresome that I can see why that comment kind of makes sense. So
I don't even have enough energy to care about what these SJWs think.
I just feel bad for them because obviously they don't got enough going on in their life. So this is their life. They bitch about stuff
essentially.
That no one cares.
They wait on forums every day.
Yeah.
Waiting for a story to pop up that they can bitch about incessantly for the next 2 weeks before they completely forget about it. Have you ever noticed that?
I would like to see, they should grab all these SJWs and give them the money, fund them. I want to see what kind of game they make, and let's see how entertaining it would be for the rest of the world. I'd like to see their idea of what it would be.
And the funny thing is, have you ever noticed the fact that most SJWs aren't even very committed, because something comes out that objectifies women or something like that. They bitch about it for all of 1 week, and then they just completely forget about it and move on to the next thing. So they're not really that committed to the cause when you think about it. If you're actually really committed, you just incessantly go on about it for years. But then they're like, oh no, another game came out that showed a nipple. Now I must fucking just kill yourselves, seriously.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Same old
story,
and
I don't like saying that, but seriously, kill yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, Adrian. But I'm done. I'm done with.
I think if you get super offended by a tweet, is these days society just love to be offended. They just love. They want to find things that they find offensive. If you find something offensive and you wish the business to, and it's not even that offensive, and you wish them to go bankrupt and shit, you have to reevaluate your fucking life.
So there's this streamer, I think I've talked about him before. He's called Destiny. I don't know if you guys know about him. He's an old StarCraft 2 streamer. So he did this thing. Every now and then he does a stream where he just doesn't play any games. He just talks to his chat for a few hours. And one time he did this thing where a load of people were talking about how they were posting videos in chat and someone was like, "Oh no, that's disgusting," blah 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 blah. And someone posted a Twitch channel of a girl with a like cleavage and oh, that's disgusting. And then they were like, right, I'm going to share with you guys my foolproof method of how I don't get angry. Right, it's really secret. I'm going to tell you guys about it. It was like, so I open up a Twitch channel and I see the content on it and I don't like it and I'm offended. So what I do is I close it and I go on a different Twitch channel and I just move on.
Yeah.
I don't think about it.
How easy is that?
I just close that channel. Don't think about it.
But you're a white male. You're a white male. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
it easy in life.
I'm a white
You have it
cis
easy in
male.
life.
I'm a white cis male. You know, I'm a shitlord apparently, according to those fucking SJWs. I'm a shitlord.
Yeah.
Fucking. I love that though. Just move on. Just don't think about it. Close it. Open another video that you like. Fixed. It's brilliant. Brilliant method. You should try it.
And I think it's in the UK. A law just passed where if a woman says that she was raped, let me just double check this. I'm pretty sure it's in the UK. So
I
if a
think
woman,
I've heard about this.
Yeah, so if a woman accuses of a guy raping her, the guy is on the guy to prove that she gave a yes to having sex.
Consent.
Yeah, I've heard something about this. But again,
And it needs to be like foolproof consent. So
But
like,
that-
are you
what,
supposed to
paper?
record that shit or something?
Contract?
A contract? How the fuck are you supposed to?
Can you
Yeah, the
imagine
pro-
pulling out a contract?
it makes sense in theory, but in practice, it's going to have
It never
tons of
happens.
problems.
It's fucking
gonna-
retarded. Yeah.
There's no way you're going to have distinct proof of a woman giving consent.
Oh yeah,
Unless
it's
you-
in the UK. Yeah.
Stuff. It's. Is it been passed or is it in office? Has the bill been passed or is it in the House of Lords?
Let me look right now. It's on telegraph.co.uk. Men must prove a woman said yes under tough new rape rules.
That means nothing. It does. That there could be a concept for a bill. That could be anything. It's the Telegraph. It's the English. What do you call it? What are newspapers called?
Print, press, what? Telegraph. What is that? What are you trying to say?
English. Oh, it's like journalism, but this is
Yellow
complete.
journalism.
It's not. It's not relevant. We should probably not go on about this. It's just a word that I can't think of, and it's really annoying me. No, it's just the English, like tabloids.
Oh,
It's
tabloids.
Tabloids, yeah.
It's English tabloids. They're just full of shit, unless you're reading like the FT. So that basically means nothing. That just means they caught wind of something that might possibly be passed, and they've blown it into exponential proportions. But it could be passed. I don't know. I've only heard about it. I haven't read anything about it. But yeah,
Okay.
pretty
So-
stupid law.
Yeah.
I don't know how a man's supposed to do that.
Record. Just record the sounds.
Or witnesses. Something
Oh,
like that.
witness.
Have witnesses in the room.
But I've got my friend here. His name's John. John, can you please state to the men that she grinded on me on the dance floor? Yes, he did do that. Yes, he did. She did do that. Yes.
So, I have a couple more things, and then I'll pass the torch. Do you guys know the game Killing Floor 2?
Yep.
Do you know what kind of game is it?
Yeah,
it is.
shit.
I mean,
Black
yeah.
Ops Zombies.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just the zombies in it.
So, they've announced that they're gonna have microtransactions into the game.
Oh, what a fucking surprise! Who made the game? Do you know?
Yeah.
Tripwire. It's
don't
sort
know
of
what that's-
indie-ish. So, but do you guys also know that the game is still in early access?
Yep.
Yep.
So, what the fuck? I don't understand what early access mean anymore.
It
Yeah,
just
It
that's
means,
seems to
wondering
not
that
mean
too.
anything anymore, right?
means it's not released. It's basically like
Yeah,
a
but
bait.
when you start charging money and putting microtransactions into your game,
Yeah, it
But
feels
no,
like
but
that's
it's
like
not even that. It's the people that use them that. I mean, the developers aren't actually doing anything wrong. It's the stupid idiots that go on an early access game and purchase microtransactions. What kind of moron do you have to be to go, that's a good idea? It's
but
ridiculous.
people are pissed off, by the way.
Well, let them be. They're the why. Just don't use them. It's as simple as that. Again, close it. Go on to something else that doesn't make you as pissed off.
I don't know. When the point in time comes out when you're starting to have microtransactions
in early access games,
the game is done. The game is done. You can't call it early access anymore. I feel like they're using the word early access as a cover up to saying if our game has glitches or it's incomplete, that's why it's early access. No, you can't do that.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying that people get way too annoyed about these things. I mean, yes, it's a bit stupid to call it early access when it's clearly not. But then again, what does it really affect everyone? If it's called early access or not?
Microtransactions.
And it's not just that. Does it matter whether it's called early access or not? If you think it's a finished game, then it's a finished game. Whoop-de-doo, play it. Good for you. Who cares whether it's called early access or not?
I don't understand what's the point of early access, anyways.
Yeah, well, it used to be. It used to be like a trial period, didn't it? But now it's become a fucking cancerous tumor that we can't seem to fucking get rid of.
Yeah, and early access was only given to certain individuals. Now everyone can be.
It used to be really like strict. The green light policy used to be really fucking strict on what they give early access. Now it's fucking everyone and the dog gets fucking early access.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys buy anything for Black Friday? Actually,
did I fuck?
You know, I didn't. I gotta buy something. It's Black Friday.
I read a quote. Yeah, I read a quote yesterday. You're like everyone who goes, "Oh, it's a bargain. It's a great deal," and this dude say it's not a great deal if you don't need it.
And that's exactly. So, actually, there's one thing I was thinking of buying, and I'm kind of upset. So I have this actually little story. My Xbox One's Kinect is broken.
Oh no! Whatever will you do?
Hey, I paid money with that, so I want it to fucking work. So basically,
how did it break?
It's burnt out.
Did you use it all the time?
Well, it's always on all the time when you turn on the Xbox, right?
I think. Oh, yeah, it's always on.
It's always on. Technically, when you turn off the console, it's still on because you can console command it to turn on. So, anyways, I contacted Microsoft, and I'm like, my Kinect's broken. I needed it fixed or whatever. And like, okay, blah, blah, blah. You just need your serial number, warranty. I'm like, hey, yeah, got that for them. And then he's like, oh, well, the Kinect isn't under warranty, so it's going to cost you $80 to fix it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I went online and searched the Kinect that I could go to the store and pick it up myself, brand new, for $100. Why the fuck would I pay for a refurbished Kinect, send it for who knows how long, because you have to send it to them, right? And it always seems like it takes forever. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to wait till Black Friday and buy it.
Why isn't it warranted?
I don't know. It's not that...
How many years do you have your Xbox One already? 2? 3?
When it first came out, like, I have first generation Xbox One. So whenever it came out, I can't remember.
It should be 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. So basically, the Kinect is dead. And I said, well, fuck you guys. I'm not sending a broken Kinect just for it to come back, possibly still broken.
Do you use it, though?
I'm one of those people, if you pay for something, it's got to work. Like,
I get it.
If I bought the Xbox One without the Kinect, I wouldn't give a shit because I wouldn't have it, right? So
let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
If you didn't have one, would it affect you?
You know what?
Would it affect the experience of the Xbox One?
As much of a PF I sound, but I think I like my Kinect so much because I like to tell it to do stuff when I don't have the controller in my hand. I like giving it command.
There's only one thing I've ever seen the Kinect do something that's cool. So do you know the game FIFA, the soccer game?
No, I don't have FIFA.
No, but you know the game.
Yeah,
basically, there's a manager mode where you can play as a manager. And I didn't know this. I was playing around with my friends. I have it on PC, but he had it on Xbox. And all throughout the match, I was like swearing and stuff because whenever I miss a shot, I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
And then after the match, I was informed that I'd been banned for one game for basically being a dick.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
It's funny.
And you can shout out formations and stuff, so so you don't have to go into the menus and stuff, which is pretty cool. And you can basically if you swear and stuff, then it'll tell you off.
You got banned. Who got banned? Your coach, your manager?
I think
a player.
I got a warning from the FA or something like that.
Oh.
For disorderly conduct or something silly like that. But I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, oh, it picked up me calling someone a cunt.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I think Jordan, you should just spend $100 to get a Kinect.
I am going to get another Kinect. I was
but
really
it shouldn't be
pissed.
$100 right now, right? Under Black Friday.
No, that's how much it will be under Black Friday. Well, actually, I can get one on Amazon for $80, but they usually sell for about $140 regular price. But
wow, that's fucking expensive.
It is expensive, but it works good. I have never had a problem with the Kinect. It's just this one's dead, and it doesn't surprise me. It's first gen, whatever. I'll let it slide. But
okay, there's one on Amazon, Xbox One Kinect sensor with Dance Central Spotlight. Why don't you just get that with Dance Central?
You want me to use Dance Central with it? Bust that game out. You know what? I was thinking with the Kinect, you know what would have been cool? I don't know how well it would have worked, but I'm just saying.
Probably not very well. Let me just put that out.
You're probably right, but imagine in Fallout 4 commanding your dog with the Kinect.
It'd be a bit buggy though, wouldn't it? Go over there, where?
It would be, but I'm saying, like, just imagine if it could work flawlessly. Like, that'd be so... Because you have to use
like a real dog.
Yeah. You have to use a controller and use the A button and tell it what to do.
But at that point, that's just like... You're playing like... what was it called? That game on the DS.
I know what you're talking about.
Nintendogs. Yeah. It's basically just like playing Nintendogs at that point. Roll over!
Kill it!
Kill it! Oh god!
I haven't bought anything for Black Friday, which is kind of lame.
The Nintendo sales for North America is very disappointing.
Nintendo sales are always disappointing. They barely have jack shit.
I'm getting some new stuff for Christmas, so I wanted to see how much all the stuff. Maybe I could get it early if it was cheap on Black Friday, because I'm getting a new headset and a new mouse. So I thought, oh, maybe no, not cheaper. So no. Getting a new Razer, so obviously
the Nintendo sales are not bad per se. It has Fire Emblem Awakening, Monster Hunter 4, Rune Factory 4, Mario.
Because they never put.
Is either Mario Golf or Mario Tennis?
I know Tennis just came out.
Oh yeah, it should be Mario Golf. No, I'm talking about 3DS. I'm not talking
3DS?
about Wii.
It's Tennis, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I wanted to buy like Zelda or something.
Which
one? There's nothing on there.
George
A Link Between Worlds. A Link Between Worlds. The 3DS one. Yeah. I haven't played it.
I like it.
I didn't really like it, you know. I'm one of the few people who didn't like that game.
Did you not grow up with the Link to a Past game?
No.
See, that's why.
Link to the Past is one of the, in my opinion, is one of the most overrated games of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
And Ocarina of Time?
In fact, I'd say Link to the Past is the most overrated game of all time, alongside Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, man, no. I think Ocarina of Time is way more overrated than Link to a Past.
I don't think so. Because Ocarina of Time at least showed some kind of innovation, which Zelda... Link to the Past really
I guess. I mean, Link to the Past was still playing off the Legend of Zelda NES type gameplay and mechanics and stuff. Just more.
I mean, at least Ocarina of Time was the first 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can understand, but I don't know. I like that game. I loved it. But yeah, Nintendo sales are garbage usually.
But the Wii U is actually driving sales in Target, it seems.
There was a cool Wii U bundle that I saw.
Smash and Splatoon?
Yes, that is a deal. If people are wondering to get a Wii U, that would be the package to get for sure. Like Splatoon and Smash Brothers are both like $90 games. So,
let's put it a different way. Yeah. Well, where he lives, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Let's put it a different way. Splatoon and Smash Brothers are two of the very few games that are worth getting on the Wii U, in my opinion.
They're good games.
The rest of the Wii... The problem is with the Wii U is it has awful third-party support, so it has like 10 games, and that's it. No one has produced for Wii U.
No.
So,
But if anyone's thinking to get the Wii U, that's the bundle I would suggest. Everything else is pretty much like mediocre, but this is the first bundle I've seen from Nintendo. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty good.
Is it only exclusive to a certain store or something?
I don't think so. I think I saw it at EV Games. But yeah, Splatoon and Smash Brothers, those are great games.
Oh, how's Mario Maker? You're playing Mario Maker, right?
Oh yeah, Mario Maker is awesome.
Please. Oh no, please don't.
What, you don't like Mario Maker?
I don't like the concept of it. I don't like the fact that Nintendo have worn out the Mario franchise so much that they can't even be bothered to make a game anymore. They just give you the tools to make your own game.
Everyone's dream come true. They want to.
No, it's not. No one even wanted it before they announced it. No one ever thought, "Oh, I wish I could do this." It's just when they announced it, everyone thought, "Oh, that'll be pretty cool." It's not the same thing.
It's like Mario Paint, except today. Like, people were amazed with Mario Paint back then, and it's the same thing now.
It's just a bit like they can't even be bothered to make a game anymore. They just make us. They force us to make it.
I will say this about Mario Maker: the price was too steep.
I think it's because are you designing any levels? Are you planning to design any levels?
I actually have not really designed that many levels. I like to play other people's levels more.
I think that's why, because you're basically only playing 50% of it.
Yeah.
So you don't feel the game is worth that. But maybe to those who love to make the levels, maybe it's worth that.
It's the same problem Little Big Planet had.
Yeah.
No. Little bit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a super huge fan of that. Because I'm not creative. I suck at that. I don't even like Minecraft.
Exactly.
I suck at those games.
It's not even that I suck at it. I just find it boring. I don't know who can sit there and meticulously make an entire map.
There's a lot of people doing it though.
Yeah, but they must be like suicidal or something, because I don't see how anyone can sit there and spend days making a map. It perplexes me.
It's the same as somebody spending hours upon hours to create a huge thing in Minecraft.
No, I think it's slightly different.
I don't think so. It's just the way it's presented is different. I think
if you're on creative mode, then yes, I'd agree.
Yeah, they just like it because these games are giving them an outlet to be creative. What about people who use
like RPG Maker? People get enjoyment out of that, and you're basically making your own game and levels.
No, it's slightly different. RPG Maker, you're making your own RPGs, not a map. I mean, seriously, Nintendo didn't even make a game. What they did was give us the tools to make our own game. That's just fucking lazy. If you can't be bothered to make a Mario game anymore, just kick in the franchise once and for all. Fucking hell. Stop delaying the inevitable.
Have you not ever gotten into the Kaizo Mario levels?
No.
See,
I'm done with Mario. Mario can die for all I care.
I wish that Nintendo would touch their other IPs as much as they did with Mario.
And here's a great idea, right? Make a fucking new IP for once.
That's what they tried with Splatoon, and it was only mediocre.
Okay. Let me rephrase it. Put some effort into making a new IP, and maybe we'll get somewhere. I know it's a wacky idea, but for a game developer, it shouldn't be that hard.
I feel like Nintendo's scared if they don't make anything with Mario's face on it, it's just gonna keep hurting the Wii U.
Fucking suck up. Put some effort.
That's why I think the NX is coming out a lot sooner than people think, because Nintendo really needs to
stop making stuff happen.
Yeah, and get the third party support back, which it sounds like they are getting it for their next. They've never had good
third party support. They've never played with others very well, though. Nintendo have, and they've always been terrible with third party support. They just don't like working with people.
Ever since after GameCube days, yeah, their third party support went down the toilet.
The GameCube was such a fucking good console, man. The controller was by far the best designed controller in console history.
Everyone
the controller. It was so good. It made so much sense.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever tried holding an Xbox controller? Fucking hell, they're massive.
Remember the first ones? Those are awesome.
They just don't feel natural in my hands. And then PS controllers too small.
Yeah, they're pretty small. Except for the PS4, it's a little bit better.
I haven't played the PS4.
It's okay. The controller.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We're talking
Black
about
Friday sale.
Black Friday
Oh,
sale.
Oh, Black Friday sales.
I bought a couple of things on Steam. I bought from my girlfriend KOTOR 1 and 2.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe just say don't bother playing KOTOR 2.
With the patch, it's fine.
No,
Maybe with the mod. I mean,
I just did that. Oh yeah, but really mods. Hold on, what mod?
what?
Do you mean a specific mod or?
Yeah. With the mod to restore the content, the restore content mod for KOTOR 2.
No, I just meant that KOTOR 2 is a bad game.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, KOTOR
shit.
1 was incredible. I love
What
KOTOR.
else did I buy? I remember buying something else. Fuck, can't remember.
It can't be that important if you can't remember what you bought.
Probably not.
That's what I hate about the sales on Steam, and especially Humble
Oh
Bundle.
yeah, and the Steam sales, the way they're doing it right now, I don't like the new way, the new format. I don't like that.
What's the new format?
You know how in back the previous sales they have normal sales and then they have the daily deals and they have highlighted stuff, community deals. None of that now. Just
No, it's
sales.
just straight sales. That's it.
So it's no longer a activity, it's just find what you want. But it's a bit difficult since 8,800 games are on sale.
Yeah.
So you just go through your wish list. If you see nothing, then you just don't buy anything, I guess.
Yeah.
Not sure
Yeah,
why
but
they did it this way.
I don't even update my wish list, so
Pretty much anything that's also come out in the last 3 months probably does not have a sale.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Even if it's on sale, it's like pretty small.
Yeah, like
5%.
12% or something.
Maybe. Okay, last thing is Star Wars Battlefront sequel. They're already working on it. That's pretty quick.
Hold on, what?
What
Star
about
Wars
the
Battlefront the
DLC?
sequel.
What's Battlefront 4?
Yeah, they're already starting work on it.
Oh no, it's not going to be like Assassin's Creed and COD and
They have a 10-year licensing deal from
Oh
Disney.
no!
So they're going to be 10 games probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No,
It's 'cause,
why?
Battlefield friggin' franchise has been milked so hard that they.
Oh, it's because it's
Why
made
do
by the
that?
same pieces of shit in it. It's made by DICE.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, this is not good.
Well, people just won't buy it unless. Well, how do you innovate?
No,
Battlefront?
people will buy it.
People will
Let's not
buy
be
it.
naive.
It's Star
Let's
How do you
not be naive.
innovate Battlefront? Like,
By putting in dumbass
No,
heroes
that's
as
the thing.
pickups, I guess.
You don't innovate it. You just put pretty skyboxes in and people buy it anyway because they're fucking stupid. Oh, God.
they should make
10
a mode.
years.
They should make
Do
a
you,
mode.
do you guys
where
know
can-
about that statement made by one of the EA execs about Season Pass?
about Seasons Pass?
Was it along
Yeah.
the lines of give me all your money, num 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 num?
It's more like we need the money because
Okay.
Battlefront is very expensive and we need it to break even and shit. It's fucking Star Wars. You're gonna sell millions and millions of those
Break
copies.
even. Let's
It's
be
fucking
honest.
Star Wars.
Friggin' Destiny had a bigger budget, and they're not asking people for money.
There's-
Like, come
the
on.
funny-
Well,
the
technically
funny-
they are, right?
The funniest part of that was the we need money part. Yeah, you don't need fucking money.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, they've made enough money off of people's tears and sorrow and, misplaced trust. Fuck themselves. Fucking we need the money. Come off it.
It's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, it's gonna sell.
I
Even
could
if
make
you
a
don't like
fucking...
video games. Star Wars nerds will go and get it. Like,
If you put Star
Whatever.
Wars on a pachinko machine, people are gonna fucking buy it.
Fucking hell, the Star Wars mobile game, the new one, is already having a few 100,000 players already, and it's not that good.
no, I heard
Because
it's pretty bad
fucking
actually.
Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah, people love Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but I mean, I'm not gonna buy
Buy
10,000
But people
Battlefield.
will. There are people who will.
I don't even love Star Wars that much. I mean, 5 and 6 were pretty good movies, but apart from that, I couldn't fucking care about the franchise. I don't see what the big deal is. It's like, whatever.
I don't know. I don't think people should be announcing they're making a sequel already right after they just released the game.
No,
I don't know. It
definitely
just seems like bad taste to me.
So there was two Battlefronts that what? within 10 years, something like that, right? The first Battlefront came out when?
Oof,
Oh God.
long
10
time
years
ago.
No, 10 years ago now.
And why do they name it Star Wars Battlefront? Why can't you just name it Star Wars Battlefront 3?
Right, because this is an ongoing trend with the game industry.
And movies.
like Tomb
Movies do
Raider.
it too.
Yeah. In order to make they think it makes it sound cooler, but it really, really fucking doesn't. It just
And a
makes
lot
it
of people
confusing.
It's more
like
confusing.
won't play the sequels or whatever, or watch the sequels if it's movies. So they just call it the first generic thing. Like,
Yeah, it's
remember
like
when Rambo came out? Like they just called it Rambo.
It's like have you played Tomb Raider? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like that one. Oh, I love the PS one. Oh no, I meant the new
Oh,
one.
no, I'm playing Tomb
It's
Raider.
not
New
fucking
one.
Tomb Raider, then is it? It's Tomb Raider 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
And worse than that is the games that, do you know when you have like a colon and then like a second title? It's always like Revelations or Reversputin or Rever Dick.
Retribution.
Something with re at the start of the name. It's always the same. Revolution. Who cares? They don't even put any effort into the game names anymore. It speaks for itself, doesn't it?
And you just call it Star Wars Battlefront and gets the nostalgia kicked up, and people are like, "Oh, I remember that game," and I'll buy it.
Just call it Star Wars Battlefront 3. Is it really that hard? It'll still have the nostalgia factor.
Exactly. I think I would have called it 3, and people would still got it.
Oh, I bought Dungeon of the Endless. That's the thing I bought.
Dungeon of the Endless.
Which is pretty good. I like it a lot.
The existence of this game.
Jonathan said it's his favorite roguelike, and I've always wanted to try, and it's actually pretty good.
Oh no, guys!
Okay. Yeah, it looks kind of cool.
What's that? What is it?
Speaking of Star Wars. Oh no!
What?
There's a new Force Awakens coming out.
There's a what?
Force Awakens? Like
That's the movie, right?
Talking about the movie, right?
No.
A game?
Oh wait, am I thinking of something else? What's the game that? The other really crappy Force right.
Force Unleashed.
Panic avoided. I thought they were bringing out a new Force Unleashed. I was gonna cry. Oh, this is me tired. Sorry, guys. I genuinely panicked then. I was like, oh no, a new fucking Force Awakens. Again, I did it again. Force Unleashed. God, did you play them two games? God, they were shit.
Only the first one.
They were terrible, terrible games.
At least it has a story, unlike Battlefront.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so stupid. No campaign? Are you kidding me?
It's Star Wars. You don't even need to put in effort for it.
Exactly. I'm not going to even bitch about the campaign not
On
being
the
in.
bright side, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has entered pre-production. Yes.
Cool.
So that is a big win. You see, I figured you guys would bring the hefty stuff, so I've just got small stuff. Have you guys?
Shar stole my material.
Have you guys seen the map for Just Cause 3?
No.
Like the world?
Jesus fucking Christ! It's
Is it freaking
willy
huge?
shrivelingly huge.
Yeah.
Massive. Apparently, it's 27 real kilometers wide in game.
Does that make it the biggest game? Oh, it's like
One of
close to
them,
Morrowind or something?
Probably bigger than Morrowind. There's no Morrowind doesn't even come close to that size. Morrowind was probably 5-10 kilometers across in real distance. This is.
Wait, I thought Morrowind among the Elder Scrolls is the biggest. Or is that the second one? Was it?
It
The
is,
second one?
but either or. I think Just Cause is bigger. Just Cause has always had a huge map. Just Cause 2 was massive as well. But it's just crazy. I watched this video, a couple of people at GameSpot or something. They basically flew over the map, and it took them 20 minutes in a helicopter.
That's pretty cool.
To fly over the map. It's like, did you ever play? You probably haven't. Why I've asked that question. There's a game called The Crew. If you haven't played it, it's a racing
The Crew?
game.
Yeah, I know what The Crew is.
Have you seen the size of the map on The Crew?
No,
it takes you 45 minutes to drive from one side of the map to the other.
That's
How
pretty
many? What's the number on the Just Cause 3 map again?
They said it's about 27 kilometers or something like that. Don't quote me on that. I think it's somewhere around there. No, me and my mates did this cool thing on the crew where we all started at the same point on the east side of the map, and basically we all waypointed the same point on the west side of the map, and we just see who got there first. You could take your own route. You could do it. You weren't allowed to use the GPS, so you had to find your own way there. So we just basically had a race from one side of the map to the other with no GPS. It was so fucking cool. Just like 40 minutes of constant driving, taking piss. But yeah, they're the only things that have really happened this week, though, aren't they? There's not really. They're big. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, just that whole thing we were talking about at first.
There's not really anything else massive that's gone off. Not at all actually. I've been watching. The only thing I've got is that I've been watching CS:GO tournament. What's going on? That's basically.
Oh, I just finished watching Full Metal Alchemist.
Brotherhood.
No, the first one.
Do you like FMA?
I liked everything except for the last part where they explained that other world thing.
Then I
just didn't like that.
Then I'm probably not going to give my opinion because I don't think I'll make many people very happy. Because it is I hated it. I literally despised it.
Concept was really cool. I just couldn't get into it though.
Yeah, the concept was really cool. It's like all them fucking shitty animes nowadays. They're like Attack on Titan. Oh god, that was a terrible anime.
Are you thinking Brotherhood or the first one?
I'm thinking of the first one. I saw the first one.
Oh.
I watched that. Well, I tried watching FMA.
I heard Brotherhood was better, but I never watched it either.
It's like
they say Brotherhood follows the manga.
Yeah.
Gundam's another one that I couldn't watch. Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online. Fucking hell, they're all shit.
You don't like Attack on Titan?
No, loads of people hate Attack on Titan. It just makes no sense. It's so far up its own arsehole that it just gets lost in it. Oh, this dude there's Titans, but then he can like become a Titan, and it's just anime. Can't we? I like funny animes like One Punch Man. Now, One Punch Man is my type of anime, where I can watch it and laugh my tits off, seeing him just cane people with a single punch. That's my type of anime. It's cool as shit. And the High School DxD. I love High School DxD. It's funny as fuck. I can't do with all this gritty, fucking serious. Because the Japanese don't do serious very well. It always comes off kind of robotic.
Cheesy.
Yeah, and cheesy. Like, we must save them with the power of friendship. Like, that's basically every anime ever. And this is coming from someone who likes Naruto, so that's probably not a good place to start, because I know that's a post. Because most people hate Naruto, but I really like it. I think it's because it's the first anime I ever watched. I never watched anime ever until I watched Naruto, because I used to have a chipped Xbox. Sorry guys, I used to pirate Xbox games on 360. I do apologise. That was me. I'm a scumbag. But my brother, we used to get games for like £5. So my brother used to just bring home like a load of games one day, and I played this game called Naruto on the Xbox 360, and I kind of liked it. And all the cutscenes were like an anime, and I didn't know that Naruto existed. I just thought, oh, they put a lot of work into making these cutscenes. They're all like proper anime. And then someone was like, that's real anime, you dipshit. I was like, oh, best watch it then. And I liked it, so thought, why not?
So there is I was just reading this article about the Star Wars Battlefront sequel. There's actually another EA developed Star Wars game by the Uncharted director. So it's gonna be made by Visceral Games, the one that made Dead Space, I believe. So it's gonna be some kind of RPG.
Why are all these
It'd be-
games that I
it'd be
really
cool if they-
fucking hate?
Brought back that Star Wars game that got canned. What was it?
Which one?
1313.
Yeah, Disney canned it because they're like, oh, we bought Star Wars, so that game's not being made. Yeah, that game looked cool because it was like you becoming like a bounty hunter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool.
You see, I hate Dead Space, so I hope they don't go down the same route they did with that game. But then again, how can you make Star Wars a horror? Wouldn't really work, would it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one more thing I saw, which is pretty interesting. It's actually it's a Tumblr post it's a blog post basically by a former localization manager / senior editor at Exceed Games.
Mm-hmm.
So she wrote a post about what it takes to actually localize a game, because a lot of people like to bitch about companies not localizing shit. So
Especially Exceed.
yeah. So the first thing is licensing a game and dev team time. So the right to publish a game in another territory can cost some serious money. What you're paying for here are the distribution rights and licensing fees. Next one is translation and editing. Because usually it takes a long time because you don't want too many people on the team, because you want to have as little people so that it follows like one direction or still has a similar style. If too many people work on translation, there will be too many like maybe clashing writing styles.
Mistakes. Yeah.
Voice recording, which also takes a lot of money and time.
Obviously. Yeah.
Getting it rated, doing QA, submitting it, which also is time and money, marketing it. So yeah, I think it's an interesting post. So I'm just gonna link it in the description somewhere.
Yeah, I can understand, like, especially Exceed. They're not like a huge company, so maybe it is kind of cumbersome to localize games as, you know, other companies can. But I mean,
I like seeing small companies make good games. I really like that.
yeah, and that's a shame because I played some Exceed games and a lot of them I had fun, and other game companies, but a lot of them don't get localized, and that kind of sucks real bad.
I didn't know this, but Exceed or the Marvelous, they're part of Marvelous USA, right? Exceed. It's a subsidiary or something. I don't know. I didn't know they made Wall Arms 4 and 5. I liked Wall Arms. I think I played Wall Arms 3. I think.
I never played.
pretty
Pretty good JRPG. Liked it a lot.
Not my genre. I think I've played one JRPG that I've ever liked, and that was Star Ocean.
Oh, Star Ocean's awesome.
Was that
there's
on
a new one
PlayStation
coming out.
1?
No, the one on PS2. Is it?
Till
What
the
was
End
it
of Time?
called? Till the End of Time. I loved that game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I'm sad to hear that
That's
it's
not
on PC.
turn-based, right? It's a third-person sort of shooting kind of style,
Oh,
right?
No, it was turn-based.
No, it's
Oh, is it
turn-based.
turn-based? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sad to hear that the new one isn't coming out on PC, but
No, just PS4.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to play that, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, and it looks good too. Like it looks
Yeah,
really
it looks
nice.
really
clean.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I was surprised to find out how many people worked on Dream 4 Chapters. Only 10 people were in the development team. 10 people. It's tiny. It's like Portal was only made by like 3 people. Believe
That's
it.
a
or
lot
not.
of work.
Yeah, yeah.
Portal 2 was obviously made by a lot more people.
More, obviously, yeah.
But yeah, I always like seeing like really small development teams come up with something really, really cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
Portal,
become successful.
obviously. I mean, Portal, let's not beat around the bush. Portal's obviously known as one of the best games ever made. So
It's
it was
pretty fun.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And the greatest thing about Portal was it was released in the orange box, wasn't it? No one even knew
Yeah.
it existed
orange
until
box,
they
yeah.
released the orange box. And everyone was like,
remember
oh, what's this Portal game? And then it was like, oh, holy shit, this is the best thing in the orange box.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm out of stuff to talk about.
I am. All
Same.
my little stuff.
There
is
isn't much.
Not really.
It was a pretty slow week for the most part.
Yeah, the biggest one was the SJW stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One esports news. So Hearthstone have joined. Blizzard have finally joined LoL and Dota in $1 million prize pool tournaments.
Really?
Yeah, Hearthstone announces $1 million prize pool for the World Championships.
Is that 100% from Blizzard?
I'm not sure how it works. I don't think
Couldn't
it works.
see
in the
why
same
not.
way
They
that
definitely have
Xbox
the
does.
money to.
Yeah, it doesn't work in the same way that Blizzard that Dota does. I don't think.
No.
I think Dota is the only I don't know how to say this. The crowdfunding thing that Valve did with Dota is my favorite thing I've ever seen in esports.
I like that too. I think it brings the community more together.
I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. To see so many people. I mean, let's put this into perspective. The last prize pool was what, 16.6 million or something like 18.6 million,
like that.
and only 1.6 million of that was given by Valve. So that means 15 plus million was raised by the community, and only $2.50 of every compendium went to, or $2 went to the international. So that's what, 7 million people, 8 million people. That's incredible to me. So yeah, $1 million for the new thing. So I think it's the third game to have $1 million prize pool, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because StarCraft never had that because it was too early in the esports life cycle.
Yeah.
Because it was the first esports game to get into the West.
Yeah.
The Western world.
Yeah.
StarCraft 2. And so it was too early for it to ever have. And then it died out before it got a chance to have any kind of prize pool like that.
So, what are you guys going to do for the week? For the coming week?
CSGO, by the looks of it, to be honest with you. I've got back into betting on CSGO with skins and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's addictive, man. Can't help it. Like, I have skins that I don't want, I must bet them.
Yeah.
But
CSGO, man.
I fucking love CSGO.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
love
fun.
CSGO.
And Jordan, what you going to do?
Probably play the games I've bought. I'm an idiot. I forgot and did not realize that the third expansion for StarCraft came out not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, like
So I
you're
need
going to
to
buy
play
that?
So I actually have it. I just have to install it. So I'll
Have
do
you
the,
seen the cinematic?
the campaign. Just the beginning one, yeah.
Yeah. How amazing was that?
I
With
know.
the big pylon. Oh my god, with the Archon, power overwhelming. I was like, I literally got goosebumps. I was like,
oh, that's Blizzard for you. If they can do anything right, it's their cinematics. Like,
but that is my favorite one by far. No other cinematic they've done comes. The only one that comes close is the one for the Wrath of the Lich King.
yeah, that's one of my favorites too. But yeah, I specifically buy StarCraft for the single player. I don't give a shit about the multiplayer.
Yeah, the single player is really good because usually I hate RTS single players.
It seems there's going to be co-op, right? There's co-op. Co-op on StarCraft, the Legacy of the Void. There's co-op.
For the campaign.
What single player? The campaign.
I'm not sure if it's going to be the same single player campaign or if it's a separate co-op campaign, but there is co-op.
No, I've heard they're also releasing new, instead of making a new StarCraft game, StarCraft 3, they're just releasing new like stories essentially.
That'd be the better way to go. It'd save them money, so
exactly. But I love StarCraft 2. I don't like RTS stories normally. They're usually really crap.
StarCraft story is amazing.
It's so good. Yeah, so many good characters.
Yeah.
Warcraft 4? Anyone? Warcraft 4?
Yeah, everyone's wishing.
Oh, have you seen someone's remade Warcraft 3 in the Dota engine? That's a weird twist, isn't it?
That's fucked.
Because Dota was obviously a Warcraft 3 mod, and someone's remade Warcraft 3 in the Dota 2.
Is it playable?
Yeah. You can, if you Google it, you can find it.
That's cool.
I thought that was really fucking cool. That was a really nice turn of events.
Oh, actually, funny that you bring up Dota. Did you see what people got with Fallout 4 with Dota?
Oh, the voice announcer.
Yeah, that's cool.
What was the voice announcer?
I can't remember.
Was it the robot?
Yeah, it was a robot. It was a robot. I remember
I mean,
saying like, buy Fallout 4 and you get this thing for Dota, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Did you put your name down on the game?
No.
He says my name.
Are you serious?
Calls me Nathan. He calls me Nathan.
So they took actual like most like
They've
popular.
They've got like
names.
3,000 names or something like that.
Ah, damn it!
The voice,
I wish I'd known that.
The voice actor recorded like thousands of names.
That's cool.
So I didn't even know this. I just put, and normally I don't put down my name, so it was just by pure luck. I thought, you know what, I'm really, I want to get into Fallout 4, so I thought I'll put down my name. And then I got to him at the start when after I got out of the vault, and he was like, "Sir, Mr. Nathan." I was like, "Did he just call me Nathan?" That's incredible.
That's
awesome.
Actually really. I wish games would do that more often. Just record thousands of names and just input. Like that would be amazing.
It's hard though, isn't it?
It is hard, and it takes a lot of time and money. Yeah.
Someone has to sit there and record
and say names all day.
Jesus. I mean, it's supposed to get paid for it, but it must be tedious.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought it was really fucking cool. I was like, yeah, but then I don't really take him.
So there's actually a full list on there's actually a full list on the internet. So some of the names are Bacon, Badass, Bastard, Batosai, Bogdanova. That's kind of weird. Bond, Boobies, Boobie, Boom, Boston. If you haven't realized, I'm still at B. So.
Yeah.
Cherry Bomb, Chopper. It's a lot of fucking names.
That's cool.
It was really fucking cool.
I really liked that. That is pretty amazing.
It was a nice surprise.
There's Dick, DiMaggio.
Well, Dick is
DJ.
I think it's on Dick because Dick is Richard in it.
Dragon. So it's not just like names. It's like Eagle, East.
So like nicknames and animals and just random stuff. That's kind of cool.
I loved it. I thought it was really. I don't think it'd have been as impressive if I knew about it. It was so cool.
Muhammad, fucking hell. Muhammad, shit.
It was cool because I didn't know. So when I heard it, I was like, "Holy shit, that's cool. That's awesome." He was like, "Hello, Mr. Nathan." It's like, "Yay!"
That's so trippy.
I didn't even realize. I thought I misheard him, and then I kept on trying to talk to him to see if it was thing, but then he kept on doing
his name again. Yeah.
Yeah, but finally he did it. I was like, shit, they actually did it. That's so cool.
So yeah, let's wrap this up. Tell people where they can find you guys. Nathan, go first.
What
do you do and where?
I am a streamer. I play CSGO primarily. And I am part of this lovely channel, playonultra, where you can find the podcast and play with Ultra. Me and Fo play some point and clicks. You can find me at Coddi12, CODDR12 on Twitch, and then CoddiGaming everywhere else.
Jordan.
And of course, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and the playonultra channel and website.
So when you're gonna start your own? It's up
I don't
there.
know.
I can see all the
what
art.
game. I just don't know what game to start off with.
Just play whatever you have a capture card for Wii U, right?
I have a capture card for everything.
Just play some Wii U stuff. I want to watch some Wii U stuff.
I have that problem. I've been thinking about. I've for the past few weeks I've been really wanting to make my own content, but I've sat down and I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, because I have stuff recorded, like it's ready, but it's just like I don't know what to start with.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just don't overthink it. Just do it.
With 30 days off, like this next month coming up, I should have something up there by that time because I'm gonna have so much free time. Something will be
because
there.
Usually once you do it, you sort of like as you go along, you develop.
You progress.
Yeah.
Oh, and something
for sure.
And there was something me and Fo were talking about as well. Me and Fo were talking about getting more people on some of these point and clicks that we play. Because sometimes when we're playing, when I'm trying to focus on the dialogue and stuff so I don't miss anything, he basically has to talk to himself. So it'd be nice to have, while I'm trying to concentrate and not miss anything so we're not stuck for hours, it's nice to have that extra. So yeah, that's something we were talking about, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm Pupunoob, Pupunoob on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. I do YouTube stuff. YouTube stuff. And we also do reviews on the playonultra channel. So that's youtube.com/playonultra podcast. Must have the podcast there because some asshole already took playonultra. Fucking asshole. So he's a dead channel, by the way. He's not putting up anything. Fucking hell. Yeah, so thank you. You've been listening to episode 27 of the playonultra podcast. Do all the nice things for us, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us if we're full of shit, or if we're not full of shit. If you dislike it, there's a dislike button over there. Yeah. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.